friends, welcome back. Now, if you are here for the first time, welcome. My name is Valerie and thank you so much for stopping by. So today is Friday, it's decor day, and I am choosing to talk about plants, and I'm choosing to talk about plants in our decor because my lovely orchid that my hubby bought for me for Mother's Day has bloomed again, and I'm so happy. It has opened and it is so pretty. We do use plants for decor. However, orchids are not only for their beauty. Did you know that orchids actually help to absorb toxins in your home? Toxins such as xylene or formaldehyde. And so yeah, you may want to get an orchid plant, and if you do, I am going to share with you how or what I did to get my orchid to bloom again. So when I got my orchid plant, it came in this plastic, and the plastic was in a small clay pot. I decided that I wanted to keep it in this glass pot because I wanted to see what was going on. I have kept it in this since I got it, and there are three basic things that I did. The three things are: number one, as I said, I kept it in the plastic here. I did not take it out. And apparently that is very good because according to the science, orchids like to have tight roots. Therefore, keeping it in this plastic here kept the roots close together. So the orchid plant reserved the energy to push up this lovely bloom I have here. It's way past time though to change this, so that's one thing I will be doing, and I'll show you exactly how I repot it. Number two, I kept the roots moist. I did not overwater because sometimes I'll let the water dry out for a day or two, but no longer. But I tried most of the time to keep the roots moist. And number three, I placed my orchid by a window where it could get filtered sunlight. It makes me very happy. And so I am going to make it very happy by repotting it. Now I was looking at this pot and I was thinking I was going to use it because I like the pot. However, I want to make sure that when I repot the orchid, I have material under the orchid that I'm putting in, and therefore if I use this pot, it would be too shallow, so I won't be using this pot. Instead, I will be using this pot, which is deeper. It will allow me to put some materials in the bottom, then I'll put the orchid on top of it, and then I'll finish putting materials around the roots of the plant. However, orchids can be propagated from their aerial roots, and I'm going to treat these as aerial roots. And what I'm going to do is cut off a couple of them and try to see if I can propagate these lovely plants from these roots. It's an experiment, guys, so I'll let you know what happens in the end. But yeah, I am going to go ahead and I am going to, I think I'm going to use a clipper and cut it, because I don't want to break anything in the wrong place here. There we go. So I got this one off, and I am gonna get, let's just take that, I still have the tag on. Now I also kept this little stake that came with the plant in, and the little clips. So when it bloomed again, I actually just used the little clips to clip it to the stake. There we go. Okay, so let's get one more of these roots cut. And this leaf is a bit yellow, so I'm going to go ahead and I am going to remove it, but I don't want to rip it, so I'm going to go ahead and clip it off. Okay, so now I think I'm going to clip this one off too. So now the material that I'm using to repot the orchid, actually I have put it to soak because it is actual bark, because we use a wood stove right out here in the countryside, and so we have lots of bark to go around. So I have put some bark to soak. I'm just going to go ahead and layer some of the bark in the bottom of the pot. And let's see. Yeah, I think there's enough material in the bottom. So I'm going to gently take the plastic off. And check out the roots. The roots are very, very healthy. And then I'm just going to plop this in here. And I'm going to go ahead and put more bark around the base of my orchid. Now I'm choosing to use bark because where I was born, we had orchids that were just growing on trees outdoor, and they didn't need any special attention, right? They are tropical plants. But in colder climates where we have to keep them indoors in our homes, they need more attention. And because I know they generally grow on trees, I am using the bark because I figure the bark should be good enough for them to take root. And yes, the bark is good enough, because check this one out. This one I actually started just from a little, I think this was an aerial root. I actually just put it in bark. The suggestion is that when you're propagating, you should get moss and put the pieces that you're trying to propagate from on top of the moss and keep it moist. I didn't put mine on top. I put it in, and then I put the bark around and moistened the bark. I kept the bark moist, and sure enough, it grew and it's doing pretty good. Now, this is just over a year old. Okay, so I am choosing to use bark here to transplant my orchid. I'm just putting the bark right around on the inside here. So this pot is narrow enough so that the roots will stay relatively tight. That's it. We're done. I'm just going to pour some of this water in. And the roots are not going to sit in the water because I put some materials in the bottom of the pot. So the roots are higher up. Okay, so these ones that I have cut that I will be experimenting with, I'm going to go ahead and I am going to put some bark in this little plastic here. So I'm putting them in and I'm putting them beside the plastic. I'm not putting them in the middle. The idea is that they will stay moist when they are closer to the plastic. Okay, so now I'm going to go ahead and put more bark in. So break them up a little bit more. I will definitely let you guys know what happened, whether or not. This could take up to a month or more, apparently, for them to root or to put out any leaves. So I'm going to take them inside because I'm in the greenhouse right now, and the greenhouse is way too cool at nights. So everything's going back inside. There we go. Thank you so much for spending the time with me, friends. I truly hope that what I've shared with you about potting or repotting or getting your orchid to bloom again, like my lovely orchid here, has been helpful. Please leave your comments below. Let me know what you think. Also, please give me those thumbs up. All the thumbs up, all the comments, all the shares. Share. Help the channel to grow, and I appreciate it. Please share with your family and friends. You take care now. I'll see you in the next video.